Hey, Federalist again. Just one more for the evening. I was watching a PJTV video, and God bless this guy. I'm going to put this as a video response because I have never heard such a brilliant, eloquent dissertation of why people appreciate Sarah Palin. And I personally have already committed. If she has any campaign needs, I would go and work for her campaign, with no no problem at all. It's not a popular decision. I have a couple of friends who are like, and my girlfriend who says, well, I don't think I'd vote for her or whatever. You know, I'm sorry. I am a completely unabashed, unashamed Sarah Palin fanatic. When I saw this person come on the scene, I was less than enchanted. I would have, I mean, I love Senator McCain. I think his service to our country is, it goes without saying that I love the man. I'm, a big fan of his service to our country as, as a pilot. He definitely paid a lot of, anguish and pain to go to war for our country. God bless him. But I was just not, I find him to be sort of wishy-washy and somewhat less a conservative, more a career politician, really. um, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of John McCain. When I saw Sarah Palin come to the ticket and heard her acceptance speech at the GOP, the convention, I didn't know who this woman was from anything, and was instantly thrilled. Some of my family members are like, "Oh, dude, you just like her because she's hot." You know what? She is pretty. You know what? That doesn't mean that's why I'm. Who cares? Whatever. Like I'm gonna again ask her on a date? I mean, what? The woman speaks with a plain-spoken eloquence. She's very conservative. She's lived it. She's talked the talk, but she also walks the walk. And that's what I don't see in politics today. I want somebody from so far out of Washington, that's like the flyover people, represents the heart of America, the conservative roots of America. And this video, when I saw it, I just thought to myself, this guy is right on the mark. I have never known anybody to turn away once they saw Sarah Palin's speech, or any speech that she gave along the way, really. I Nobody ever turned back. They knew that this woman was the real thing. This was the answer. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the Republican Party, a lot of lifelong politician types who are sort of feeling like it's their right to go on from here and ascend to the national scene. And they've come from the governorships, and they've come from the House of Representatives, whatever. These people are like the political class mentality that I hate. I'm sorry. I've been a GOP supporter because I find that my libertarian and conservative views are only held there. But I would definitely, I don't care what she runs as. If she runs as an independent, I will cast my first non-Republican vote. I really will. I just don't give a damn about parties anymore. I give a damn about America getting back to being America again. And if, whatever that brings me, if she runs and loses, I really don't care, because I would be proud of that vote. I would be proud of votes like, now I'm hearing people like Rand Paul, down in Kentucky, may run for the Senate. There's a couple other people that are running for Senate. Peter Schiff is running for Senate. I would love to see both those guys, run, and I would love to see them make it. And I'm certain that their constituencies and America in general would be well served by them. I am sick and tired of the career politicians. They get us nothing. They're worthless and weak. They're a bunch of go-alongs, a bunch of wishy-washies. I'm sorry. I just got no use for you guys anymore. If you're a 50-year member of the freaking Senate, I hold you responsible for what's happened. Because I know that you all just run around deciding who's going to vote what way so that you all can come back next time and clap hands and kiss each other's ass again behind the scenes. And all this rancor is just, it's contrived. You guys act all pissed off at each other when one votes one way and another votes the other way. We just had this ridiculous cap and trade thing, where Republicans, like 8 Republicans, voted for this ridiculous energy tax, I was sitting there screaming at the TV. I'm quite glad I didn't have any firearms around me because I would have blasted the TV set. What in the world? This is what we can count on. If we keep thinking the same way as Americans, we will keep achieving the same junk results. If we keep electing the same people who think the same way, we will keep achieving the same sad results. We can't afford this anymore. We really can't. You know, I see Sarah Palin and people like her and people like Rand Paul and people like Peter Schiff. I see their emergence as a clear signal to the political establishment that, okay, we have people here who are well supported, well thought of, who don't give a damn about political ideology. They just don't. They see us as a nation gone astray, and we clearly are. But I never heard of anybody, getting back to the topic, I never heard of anybody turning away from Sarah Palin because some, well-spoken, lawyerly miscreant from some Harvard Ivy League school, political commentator said something bad about her. In fact, it solidified exactly what we thought of her. And I just dare them. I dare them to keep going on and on. Because all it's doing is proving to Americans who think highly or maybe are on the fence but don't trust people like you for exactly the reason I just mentioned, that we're in the state we're in, and for the reasons I just mentioned. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you to keep talking crap about Sarah Palin, because every word you mutter, and as lawyerly and as eloquent as you can say it, is turning people on to her. You're not turning people away from her. You're turning people on to her. Because if you don't like her, that might be exactly the reason we do. I'm sorry. You political elites and you lifelong politicians and you so-called Republican strategists that, wow. You guys should just kill yourselves. After the job you've done for the past 2 terms, the past 2 elections, really, do you just want to go to work for the Democrats? Do you? I think you'd be welcomed with open arms. I'm not calling you like Benedict Arnold or anything, but what I am saying is that you've done a fine job for the opposition. You took these polls and you thought that John McCain was going to be the answer because we wanted centrists and we wanted people who weren't afraid to reach out across the aisle. No. We wanted people to bring America back to a more constitutional footing. We wanted conservative, we wanted a choice of a conservative to oppose all the liberal bull. And we didn't get it. What we got from you was wishy-washy milquetoast. The only thing that energized the whole ticket was Sarah Palin. I tend to agree with the gentleman that just spoke. Sarah Palin was ruined by John McCain being her partner. I would have voted the ticket the other way. I would have voted John McCain as vice president and Sarah Palin as president in a heartbeat. I'm sorry, I don't think my thinking is unconventional. I think there's a lot of people who were noticing that there were about 3,000, 4,000 people at the John McCain rallies. He was maybe I don't know. To me, he squeaked by. It was like it was his turn. It was his turn. He lost to Bush, and now he was pissed, and he was thinking about becoming a Democrat, which really turned me off of him. And it's like, okay, so you really don't represent Republican qualities and values anyway. Well, he picked Palin because his advisor said pick Palin, and he probably didn't know a damned thing about this woman. And when she got on board the ticket, his rallies turned from 3,000 to 4,000 to 20,000, 30,000. Wherever they went together, if she was speaking, people were listening, and people are going to listen again. Whatever she decides to do with her life, her and Todd, I hope to God they do more with national politics, because I would support her. I would give her a shot, no problem. Hey, peace.